Welcome back to the show, everyone. Such a pleasure to have our next guest join us and talk about his new venture, a tiny little store in the heart of downtown Vancouver.
Here is about 14,000 square feet. If you want to visit Joe Fresh, it has freshly opened. We are joined by the man himself, Mr. Joe Mimran. How are you?
Hi, Joe.
Good. Yeah. How are you guys doing?
So first and foremost, tell us about this new store.
Well, it's so exciting. It's our first real flagship store. And so for us, we've been in the making for 4.5 years across the country. We're in over 300 locations, but this is a freestanding.
There it is.
Yes, right downtown.
Was this always part of the plan? I mean, when you created this partnership with Loblaws and with Superstore, was this part of the plan to eventually?
You know, it wasn't. This sort of came out over the last couple of years, and what we realized was that we have this contingent of customers, urban customers, that sometimes cannot make it out to a Superstore. Yeah. So here's an opportunity. You know, you can see the product, shop the product.
And tons of product. Now, why Vancouver is the next question, because you have the choice of any city that you could do it in, and you chose ours.
Yes, well, we love Vancouver, and we've got a very big presence in the West, and we actually we have a bigger presence in the West than in any other part of the country.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that either.
So because of that, we thought it was really important to be in Vancouver, and we start here and we'll work our way east.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's the way all business should work, Joe.
That's what I think too.
I was telling you in the green room, I have actually never bought groceries at Superstore. I've only gone there to buy your clothing. So I'm very happy about this.
Well, I don't think Gail and Weston would be, though.
Does it surprise you somewhat? I mean, you create the line, and I think you probably had a target audience in there, which would be young mums, you know, going in and they're doing their shopping, and this is part of it. So are you surprised by how this has grown? Because it has become more of an urban-based brand.
You know, I think I'm always surprised when things work the way you plan them, right?
Yeah,
and I think we all are in life, and it's just been great. You know, the response has been great by the consumer, and we're just so happy that it's growing, and the customer loves the product, and you know, we work really hard. We've got a very big team, and that's constantly searching the world for, you know, factories that can give us the best prices and the best quality, and do all the things that you need to do to be a great brand. And you know, it's Canadian, and the fact that we're doing all of this out of Canada makes it especially sweet.
And
right?
you described so many elements, and you made it sound so very simple. But that affordability meeting style has always been a really difficult aspect of the fashion business.
Yes, it has, but you know, it's something I've been doing for a long time. So you kind of get to know how to do it.
You got a bit of experience under your belt.
A little bit of know-how, and that know-how, you know, it's great. But you've got to have passion. If you don't have that passion, where you go in every single day and you've got to fit garments and look at them on, and you're looking at a million different qualities every day, and issues that come up every single day, right? And every garment you look at and you say, is this meeting the litmus test? Are we happy? Am I going to be proud of this product?
And putting your name on it, too.
And putting your name on it.
And oftentimes when it comes to reasonably priced clothing, they're not usually as fashion forward as you've made. We're trying to ignore all the sirens.
I don't know what's
Are they coming to take me away?
Yeah, that's right.
I heard about it. But you don't often see that paired with clothing that's fashion forward, having that great price. So how have you managed to maintain that as well?
Well, I touched on it. I think a lot of it is the design ethos of a company and this integrity. You know, how much passion do you put into your product? Yeah. If you've got, it's a fight. I always say, you know, a lot of it is like being a gardener. You know, you think about, well, you see a beautiful garden, look at how glamorous it looks.
No one sees the work.
Nobody sees what it takes to get it to that precision. And you know, you're constantly, every single day, you're fighting to make sure that you're delivering excellence.
And you must have to instill that in the whole company as well. I mean, with the designers, with the people that are going out there and finding all the stuff, that they have to fight for what they believe and sort of try and influence you towards their way of thinking.
Well, that's what brand building is about. You know, brand building is really, you've got to be a great storyteller. And the story's got to come across very clearly to everybody in the company, so that everybody knows exactly what the mission is. So, you know, one thing hopefully I am is very, very clear about what it is that we've got to accomplish.
What was it like for you opening the doors of your first flagship store? Because it is enormous. It's 14,000 square feet. Obviously, you've been very hands-on from the moment you decided to do this, but what was it like for you once it was done and you could let the public in?
Well, it was great, because I saw it at night, and it was just this incredible, perfect white box that was exactly representative of the brand. And when you go and walk through the store, and I hope you get the opportunity to do that soon, when you walk through it, you'll see that every element of it has been thought through and is very consistent with what we've been doing. And our hope is that this is one of many to come, and this is yet another leg in our history.
You really are hands-on with sort of all the elements as well, store design
you
and
just
how it
ask my team; they'll tell you how hands-on I am.
Oh yes, hands-on is the word we use for it.
With your history and your success, you could be, I don't know, off on Lake Como or not working at all. Why have you made the choice to keep on being hands-on and keeping so involved with your business?
Just love it.
Well, you know, you've got to be passionate about something, and the wonderful thing about the fashion business is that it changes every 6 months, right? So you're constantly being challenged, and once you're in that stream of being challenged, you'd be amazed at how exciting an industry it can be. Did
you approach this initially, the whole idea of Joe Fresh, because of the challenge? I mean, because the reaction, I think, probably from the fashion community in Canada was like, what's Joe doing? He's crazy.
Well, they thought I was crazy. You know, at first they thought, oh my God, he's sold out. And I think that's what's been so interesting, is now all of a sudden we're getting a lot of copycats out there. So what looked like a kind of a little bit of a harebrained idea now is looking like, wow, that's a road to yet another way of building a brand and doing something that's very different and exciting.
And obviously consumers want it, because I hear that people have been frothing to get in and lining up at the store.
The results, we know we've been open a day and a half or 2.5 days now, and it's been you know, well beyond our expectations. So.
Well, we're happy to have it in Vancouver. Congratulations, Joe. Of course, you can visit Joe Fresh. The brand new store is at 540 Granville Street. Make sure that you check it out.
Yeah, lots of stuff happening there this weekend. Little parties and stuff.
Little shopping.
Joe, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Kelly Deck will be joining us. Of course, an incredible interior designer. She is part of Ideas West until October 17th, and she's got all kinds of things on the go right now. We'll tell you all about it right after this.